Good morning, everybody. It's great to see you. I hope you had a great night last night. Today for our video, I want you to start off by thinking about one thing that you really love and really miss about school. One thing you really love and really miss about school. So let's close our eyes. We'll put on our thinking hats. We'll close and think. I have my idea. Do you guys have your idea? Open your eyes. One thing that I really love and miss about school is getting to play with you guys in the block area. We have so many fun toys over there. We have our blocks, we have our animals, we have our dinosaurs. What's something that you love and miss about school? If you're watching the video next to somebody, next to mom or dad or grandma and grandpa or your brother or sister, turn to them and tell them. And if not, tell me. What's one thing that you love and miss about school? Yeah, that is a really special part about school. I'm glad that you were able to think about that. And you know what, my friends? I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we will be back together again oh so soon in our classroom. And that our school will be nice and clean, that all the germs will be gone, and it will be ready for us to come back very, very soon. Let's get up and do a little bit of exercise, some gross motor time to move our whole bodies, make us big and strong. And then we'll sit down and read our story together, okay, my friends? Let me push you back. Push, push, push. And you find a place where you have space to stand up and dance with me, okay, my friends? Make sure you're not going to hit anything. And I will start our song right here. Ready? And perfect. You remember this one? Our stretching song.
Touch your toes. Touch your toes. With your left hand, point to the right. To the right. To the right. With your right hand, point to the left. To the left. To the left. Put your left foot forward and lunge. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Put your right foot forward and lunge. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Put your left foot forward and lunge. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Put your right foot forward and lunge. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Reach back. Put your left foot in your hand and stretch it out. 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 Reach back. Put your right foot in your hand and stretch it out. 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 Sit on the floor with your back up straight. We're gonna stretch it out now, and it's gonna feel great. Put your legs straight out and touch your toes. Touch your toes. Touch your toes. Pull your left foot in and stretch to the right. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Pull your right foot in and stretch to the left. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Pull both legs in and stretch it out. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Stand up straight and wiggle your head. Wiggle your head. Wiggle your head. Stand up straight and wiggle your arms. Wiggle your arms. Wiggle your arms. Stand up straight and wiggle your hips. Wiggle your hips. Wiggle your hips. Stand up straight and wiggle your legs. Wiggle your
love that song, my friends. Stretching is so very helpful. It gets our bodies strong in the mornings. After we sleep all night, our bodies are so tired and so sore. And stretching helps us make them loose and make them ready for a new day. Stretching is so important and it helps us out so much. So thank you so much for doing that with me, my friends. Let's come on back in here and we will take our deep breaths. Ready? You have all your options: belly breath, butterfly breath, tall breath, and just our normal deep breathing. I'm going to do tall breaths today. You want to join me? We're going to breathe in through our nose and breathe out through our mouth. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Calm our bodies down. Get our bodies ready for the story we're about to read. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's do one more. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, my friends. Deep breathing is over. That's right. All right, guys. Now, like I said today, our story is about dinosaurs. Oh, I know how much we love dinosaurs, and this book is about some dinosaurs with some problems. They want to do something so bad, and they need to find a way to try and fix it. Can you say that with me? Try and fix it. A problem in our story is something that our characters try and fix. Say it with me one more time. Try and fix. And can I tell you a secret? Almost every single story has a problem. Almost every single story has a problem that its characters try and fix. In this book, we have Three Little Dinosaurs. Can you show me where the title is? You're right. Three Little Dinosaurs. That's the title of the book. It tells us what the book is going to be about. Three Little Dinosaurs. And the author is Charles Fuge. Can you say Charles Fuge? So in this book, our three little dinosaurs are working very, very hard to solve a problem. I wonder what their problem is going to be. I don't know. Let's open the book. And as we start to read, I want you to think about what is their problem. What are they trying to fix? And I'll ask you when it comes up so we can talk about it. All right? Three Little Dinosaurs. Scratch, Lofty, and Sniff were best friends. They spent their days playing hide and seek in the forest or splashing in the lake. Sometimes they even drew cave paintings. But most of all, they loved to pretend to fly. Do you think any of them can fly by themselves? We know what pretend means. What does pretend mean? If they're pretending, are they doing it for real? No, they're using their imagination. So they can't fly. They need to pretend to fly. One day, Mrs. Brachiosaurus was picking pine cones for her famous pine cone pie when Lofty, her baby, asked her, "Mommy, can dinosaurs fly?" Mrs. Brachiosaurus thought for a second. My friend Pterodactyl can, she said. How? Said Lofty, so excited. Well, she said, he finds somewhere high up, then he spreads his wings and takes off. Huh, Lofty thought. I know a really high place. And she ran off to tell her friends about it. It was the volcano. In no time, all three dinosaurs were scrambling up the rocky slope. What if it goes wrong? Worried Sniff. Well, said Scratch, we'll just fly away. Come on. Do you think they'll be able to fly? I don't know. You'll have to think and see. At the top of the volcano, the three little dinosaurs began to flap, 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 flap with all of their might. All together now, they said, 1, 2, 3, fly! They couldn't fly. Instead, they tumbled head over heels and they landed in one big, crumpled heap. Ouch! Did we learn their problem? What's their problem, my friends? What are they trying to fix in the story? That's right. They're trying to fly. But do they have wings to fly? No, so that's their problem. They're trying to fly. Their problem in the story is that they can't fly. Do you have any ideas for how they'll fix it? I don't know. We'll have to see. That's your prediction of what will happen next. Should we read some more to see if your prediction is right? Let's do it. They all fell down. Ouch! Dinosaurs can't fly, said Sniff. Oh, yes, they can, came a loud voice. Who is that? Said Sniff. It's not me, said Lofty. It's not me, said Scratchy. I'm up here, the voice said. All three of the little dinosaurs looked up, and they saw a giant winged creature in the sky. Who are you? Said Sniff. I'm Pterodactyl, the creature replied. Do you need a lift home? We've heard of Pterodactyl before. Do you remember when Lofty was asking her mom if she knew anyone who flew? And her mom said, my friend Pterodactyl can. Do you think that this is the same pterodactyl that she was talking about? What does he use to fly? Do you need a lift home? Said Pterodactyl. The friends looked at each other and smiled. Yes, please! So one at a time, Terry picked them up and placed them carefully on his back. Then they were off, up and up, through the clouds, high all above the volcano. We're flying, they cried. We're really flying. There's my mom, said Lofty. Mrs. B stretched out her long neck, and all the dinosaurs flew down on her back. Whee! Whoosh! And they slid off. Whee! Whoosh! Zip! Right off of her tail. Mrs. B thanked Terry for his kindness, and they gave him a big slice of her pine cone pie. That night, the three little dinosaurs crunched on pine cone pie, and they watched Terry and his friends as they flew away. Then they went to bed, where they had sweet dreams of flying. The end. Thank you for the story. Thank you very much. Woohoo! Now, my friends, remember, today when we read this story, we're thinking about problems that our characters have. Things they try to fix. We already said what these characters' problem was. What was it? Do you remember? What was their problem? That's right. They wanted so badly to fly. They tried to climb the volcano. They tried to jump off But could they fly? No. Their problem was that they wanted to fly, but they couldn't do it. They couldn't fly. But they did find a way to fix it. Do you know how they fixed it? Do you remember how? They needed some help. They went and they got help from pterodactyl. And even though these dinosaurs couldn't fly all by themselves, they fixed their problem by finding a way to fly with their friend. They fixed their problem. And after they fixed their problem, the story ended. Our characters have problems that they try to fix, and then once they fix them, that's the end of our story. They fix their problems, and then the story ends. My friends, almost every single book that we will read has a problem that characters try to fix. And tomorrow in our story, we'll talk more about it. We'll remind ourselves of our dinosaur friends, and then we'll learn about some new characters in the book and see what problem they try to fix. All right? Almost every book has that, and it's a very special thing that we look at in almost all the books that we read. Awesome work, my friends. Now, this next thing is for Mom and Dad. It's your activity that you're going to do today. So if Mom and Dad aren't there, you can run grab them really quick, and then they will help you rewind the video so they can hear our activity. Moms and Dads, our activity today is to practice name writing. So I have sent out to you on the Class Dojo app a link to a Google Drive folder that has a considerable amount of different worksheets that you can do with your kids. Some are about numbers, some are about letters, but there is a special folder in there called Name Traceables, and every single student has their own name that I have put into the computer and made into a special tracing sheet. So you guys can print that if you have access to a printer and your kid can practice writing their names. If not, you can work with your student on it with just a normal piece of paper. You write their names out. Preferably you would just start with the first name and then add the last name. If your kid is good to go on the first name, then you can practice both of them. But you write it out on the sheet of paper, and first have your student trace over it with their fingers. So go letter by letter with every single letter, and after you trace it, have them name the different letters. You can do it a couple times just till they get to know the different types of letters. It'll probably take quite a bit of time, so don't expect any results super fast, but they can trace it with their fingers, and then after they're done using their fingers, they can use writing utensils to try and trace it too. This is something that we would be starting to hit really hard around this time of year just to get everybody ready for kindergarten and already prepped, and when we get back to school, we will practice this a good amount too. But you guys can get a head start on it at home right now while you have them there all day. So tracing names, first tracing with fingers, saying the names of the different letters, and then tracing it with writing utensils to practice. And if your student is more far advanced and they are already confident tracing their name, then they can try to copy it instead without tracing it. That's your activity for today, all right, my friends? Thank you so much for watching. I miss you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.